Yeah. Okay, so final thing here. Really, really exciting and cool is this conclusion to this episode. So Reva's still alive, whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, I want her to be alive because I like her a lot, and I think she needs to be an important part of the final episode as well.
Yep.
So I have no issues with that. She's alive. She finds this communicator on the ground from Bale and sees this message. Um, Somehow Kenobi knows that, he senses it in the Force, I guess, or whatever. That's fine.
Hmm.
But she now knows. Reva is now in possession of the information that Luke Skywalker. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Reva is now in possession of the information that there is an important boy on Tatooine that Obi-Wan is linked to. Um, she has that information. That is extremely dangerous information for her to have, or for anyone to have. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, is that nobody can know that, right? If anybody knows that, outside of Obi-Wan and Ben, then that's dangerous. So she has this information, but I don't know where she is in terms of what she wants, what she
Hmm.
wants to do, etc. What do you think, Ryan? What do you have a prediction as far as like where this is headed, or what do you think? How do you think this shakes out?
Uh, I I don't know. I haven't really thought through it. I think it ends with like a really compelling cliffhanger. And I think there's a lot of ways it could go. I'm I yeah, I feel like one way or another, I feel like Reva will be redeemed. Maybe that's just what I want. But also, I don't know. I think so. I would think she would assist Obi-Wan, or maybe maybe still fight him, but like find peace in it or something. I guess similar to like the Maul thing in Rebels. So I could kind of see it go like either way. But I think they've like I think it's clumsy the way that she like kind of lived through the end of the episode, and there's like stuff that on paper doesn't quite make sense. But I think it's ultimately good, that and I'm glad that she's like, because she's just such a crucial part of the story, that and such a compelling character, that I'm glad that she's going to be involved in some way in the final episode, and I think it could go a multitude of ways.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where it's going to go. I think thinking about the themes of the story, like she was this child who um, was put through this horrible trauma by Darth Vader. But also, like, the values of Star Wars and stuff are not that like revenge is how you heal yourself or how you make things right. So um, that's what she was trying to accomplish. It didn't work. So I just don't know what, because she has that look on her face like, ooh, I just found something valuable, like, this is valuable. And I don't think it's like she's not looking at it, at least in that moment, like, this is valuable because now I can go rescue this kid, or I can make sure this kid is safe or whatever, right? Like, no, this is valuable because it's Kenobi who is trying to protect this kid or is connected to this kid. And I think the writing in episode part 5 emphasized at least once or twice the idea that Kenobi convinced you to help him. He used you to help him or whatever, right? So,
Mm.
like, she got so close to getting what she wanted, but she didn't get it. And obviously she hates Darth Vader, but I feel like, at least right now, where we're ending is that she definitely has a grudge to pick with Obi-Wan too, because I think she blames him to a certain extent for the fact that she's laying there with a hole in her gut. Um, because and she even says to him earlier in the episode, like, how do you know he won't see it coming? Oh, he's not going to care about you. He's only going to care about me. Like, all he'll be thinking about is me. Well, that was bad advice. And Vader says, like, Kenobi was wise to use you against me. So I feel like
Hmm.
there's language in the script that is really trying to point out to us that she is going to feel like she was used or manipulated by Kenobi, and now she has this dangerous information. But all that being said, I don't feel like the point of this show or the message the show wants to send is like this person who was traumatized as a child and really lost her way is gonna, make it her life mission to enact that same kind of punishment on Luke Skywalker or on Leia or whatever. So I don't know how it's all going to wrap up, but
Mm-hmm.
I think some level of redemption makes sense. I also, Ryan, I hate to say this. We say this kind of thing talking about Star Wars all the time. People do. But I don't know what the path forward for her is long term, having that information.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if she decides that she wants to do the right thing, I don't know where she goes after that, as
Because
this.
she'll still have the information, and the information can, whether she willingly gives it or it's like pulled from her, that creates a massive problem that would conflict with, you know, A New Hope.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, you know, I don't
And we don't see
think
her
she
in Rebels or
survives.
anything either,
Yeah, I don't think she survives, but I think her, I mean, she's kind of at death's door to begin with, um,
Yeah.
in this moment. Um, but I think it's how her story ends, I think is the question.
Right. Okay.